This episode is brought to you by Freestyle Photographic Supply. Well, welcome to another year-end episode featuring none other than me. We are smashing to a grinding halt on this 2023 year here in the Badflashes household, and I'm starting to feel that nostalgia factor creeping into my little memory squiggles. Every year around this time, I look back to the places and the faces and even the massages that I've given to try to piece together this year's photographic life. This year has been a busy one. Well, I guess like last year too. Maybe that's what growing old means. You go from one show to the next thinking, when am I gonna get a break? Only to find out that, yeah, your childhood was the break. Adulting sucks. With that cheery realization, I want to take you down 2023's memory lane and share with you some of my favorite photos that I took to get us all prepped up for that inevitable 2024. And as a bonus, we'll see if I kept my 2023 photo resolution, if you can remember what that was. So if you end up following me in some capacity, hopefully not behind a bush or along the side of the street or even outside my window at night, but on social media, you'll know that one of the biggest things in my life this year was the planning and eventual execution of my wedding this past November. It was epic. Thanks for asking. But that planning started in January, and one of the hardest parts was finding a venue, which takes me to my first couple images. Shot with my, at the time, new Nikon FA on Fuji Color 200, I snapped these photos. This one of Lauren is wonderful because it was this moment that we knew this was our venue. And we definitely chose right. This place was beautiful during the day and even beautifuler at sunset.
Look, it's a Mamiya Amigo.
Fresh off the press, this year, Jason and I embarked on our new podcast adventure, Mamiya Amigos. We talk about love and life and cameras, mostly cameras. We had talked about starting a podcast for so long at this point, and having it finally realized was amazing. Just to sit down and shoot the but I guess really what's new in our lives anyway. But these next photos come from our New York visit.
Potty time.
For some reason, we thought hauling around podcast gear around the city was a good idea. It wasn't, but ultimately it was. Getting to interview old friends and new friends alike was amazing, and that good old Konica recorder was there to capture those moments. Mamiya Amigos has been a fun project this year, so if you haven't already, give it a listen, or two, or three. You can check out all those New York interviews, because they're in the world.
This is one of a kind. This is so crazy.
Next up, we head to the desert to shoot some yummy sand dunes. And obviously, since we were there, we had to slap some photos of the Roy's sign. Now, I know Roy's isn't the most unique New York location out there in the world, but I like these photos specifically because I can say that I turned the Roy's sign on, metaphorically and physically.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, that's cool. You got one, and then this guy right here. Two. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Sure, it's a humble brag, but come on, you would too.
I've seen this movie before. It doesn't end well.
But out of all those images taken on that trip, this one of the fence stands out the most. Shot on my Mamiya 645 on the glorious Kodak Tri-X, this fence contrasts against the sand, and the way it leads your eye to the light is so satisfying. I think it's print worthy. That print coming 2024. Okay, so this photo of Lauren is dope. This is where we did our engagement photos, and I couldn't help myself but just to pick up that camera. With our engagement photos, we really wanted to do something unique, so booking out a studio was the right choice. Also, shout out to my buddy Tristan for capturing some of the best images of engagement photos ever. And this is also where I fell in love with Lomo F2. I mean, come on, look at this shot. I didn't shoot it, Tristan shot it, but look at it. It's never too late to fall in love. Oh, this F2. Well, I guess sometimes it's too late because this stuff doesn't exist anymore. Damn. Sometimes film photography sucks.
Just a bit more.
Yeah.
Now this year has seen some new color film stocks emerge. I know I did say that photography sucks, but that was more for dramatic effect. But here, this is where Lomo comes into play with some Lomo Color 92. I really like these photos for a few reasons. One, it was the first time I ever been to Atlanta. Second, I met Alex and the team at KEH. And three, I got to test Lomo's new color film. You can't go wrong with any of those on any of the levels. And that travel takes us onto the heels of another trip I took to Chicago with the peeps at Beers and Camera and the Darkroom. Here in this windy city, I met so many awesome people and took so many awesome photos. Most of those photos I took with an experimental stock of some sort.
Bigger or smaller? Floor above. And it's step up.
Some of my favorites were actually taken on Wolfenbanger 500, and I know that's not what it's called. The way that film stock renders reds just pop harder than flaming hot Cheetos in my mouth. This trip also saw me shooting red scale and turquoise. V colorful. I have to admit, since starting this channel, I have kind of shifted the way that I take photos overall. I used to take a camera everywhere with me, not just the desert to take photos of decaying dwellings. I'd take it out to friends and family gatherings. Now I kind of forget to take it sometimes. But these next few photos just help me get back into that groove. Not for video, but just for fun. They show some of my best friends just being goofy and having a blast. I guess technically at the end of the day they made it into a video. It was not planned though. These right here, it's just because they're a Lumbo 800. The sauciest sauce in town.
Look at all them back there.
Look at this.
Okay, so these next photos are a doozy. I mean, have you ever had to pick your favorite parent? I mean child. No, I mean camera. I mean something not as significant, but still agony to choose from. Yeah, these photos from the Pacific Northwest are very hard to choose from. From color plus to slide film to a bit of red scale, I even popped in and dabbled with the infrared spectrum. But if you were to really threaten me with some water torture Blick style, I'd have to say this photo inside Public Market is the one to choose. The pano, the lighting, the action, the low-mo, it really has everything. And speaking of everything, guess who else has everything you might need to take some bangers of your own? Freestyle Photo. Freestyle has been killing the photographic game for a while now, and they are the #1 stop for you to shop for any of those photo needs. Everything you want, from scanning solutions to photo enlargers. Yeah, people still enlarge prints. They have digital printers, and of course that sweet, sweet film in all different formats, 35, 120, 4x5, and up to 8x10. They also have their own line of Holga cameras. The newest one even sparkling like my boy Edward. Anytime I need something new, I just pop on over to their store or sit on my ass and shop online. It's easy, breezy, beautiful celluloid, girl. That's not their slogan. Freestyle and I have been working together for a second now, and I know that they are dedicated to enhancing and furthering film photography for the future to come. So if you need anything to further your creative photography, hit up Freestyle for anything you might need. So just check out the link in the description box below. Okay, let's get back to me blabbering about my ear. So we're starting to get closer to November in this little photo recap session. But right before the wedding week, I hit the road with Jason one last time as a bachelor. And before you crucify me in the comments, do not worry, I got permission from Lauren. I know how things work now. But that gave me time to test the super secret second new film stock of this year, Phoenix. Besides having a fun trip overall, other than car drama, the film stock is awesome to shoot. And some of my favorite photos of the year, the lighting, the color, the texture, all of it was on point, and I cannot wait to shoot more of this. I mean, come on. 2 new films in 2023? That is so awesome. So if you missed that episode of Phoenix, go check that out. It's definitely worth a watch. I mean, I'm biased, but I really like it. Well, here we are, closing in on some of the last images of the year. It's my wedding. Now, I'll probably do some sort of video next year with the actual photos that Trev the Darkroom Lee took, because wowie wow. Honestly, guys, they are way too good. But here are a few of those photos that I actually took on my Ricoh that was stashed in my pocket like drugs. All these photos overall are wonderful memories, but this one of Lauren is the one that takes the cake. This is just moments before we said I do.
Welcome, friends and family, assorted film YouTubers. wait, that reminds me. Hold on. Gotta take a photo. I don't think there's enough cameras here.
Honestly, we had such a magical wedding, and all these photos reflect that great weekend we had.
All right, action!
Action! You gotta wave them.
Here we are in Solvang, California, hanging out with my parents. It's just beautiful. The sun is fantastic. And there's all these little holes. Oh, went through a hole. Ooh.
Okay, so I guess the real question is, did I practice what I preached in my last 2022 video? I think next year I'm gonna try to take more pictures of the people around me. I think that's what I learned in this yearly recap. Well, I think I actually did. I think I lived up to that mantra of take more photos to remember the moments with the people around me. Whether it's a new photo of my child, the cat, chilling with the boys, hanging with the fam, or even my bachelor party, all these photos tell a story of one wonderful year. So I guess I should just build upon that and take it even further. And maybe next year I should try a new type of photography style. Let me know what that should be in the comments below. And also let me know what you learned from your photography this past year. Well, that will do it for me today. I hope you enjoyed all my favorite photos. Happy holidays, and I guess I'll be seeing you next year.